Hey everyone, I'm Angela Andrew. Welcome to Luminar Coffee Break. Today we're going to be talking about how to fix a photo that has a bright background, say like a horizon, and a darker foreground. How do you balance out those tones? Today I'm going to walk you through an image and show you exactly how I do that in Luminar AI. It's a really quick and easy edit, and I hope you guys enjoy what we're working with today. Let me go ahead and switch over screens here. You guys should be seeing my screen in Luminar AI. And we're going to be working with this image here by Kuma Sevic, one of our ambassadors. And let me show you the before image here. There's the before. You can see we have a really bright sunrise or sunset in the upper right corner. And the foreground is a bit darker and there's just not a whole lot of detail. And then here's what I came up with. It's a really beautiful image with that gorgeous late in the day glow. So let me show you exactly what I did. I want to say good morning to Big Mac. And I want to say hello to Bill from Sydney. Great to have you guys here today. Let me go over here, pop into the edit module. I'm just going to go down here to the history really quick and go back to my original. So first we'll start off here in templates. And when I go into templates, I typically look first at the for this photo section. What that does is it uses AI assistance to analyze your photo and suggest some templates that might be the best fit for your image based on the contents. So I've already gone through these and I didn't see anything here that I particularly liked. And that's the beauty of using these templates, is it's not that you just click a button and it processes the photo for you. You have control. So there's a ton of other options here in the templates category. I'm going to scroll down here and go to Savannah, and I'm going to choose this one called Wild Edges. And I really like the starting point this gives me. It brought out some detail in the sky. It added a little bit of definition to the foreground. So let's go ahead and work on this a little bit more. I'm going to go into the Edit tab. And the first thing I see here is that it had added some grain. I'm not a big fan of added grain personally. I typically remove grain and noise as opposed to adding it. So I'm going to go to the Creative tab right away and go down to the Film Grain tool. And I'm going to click to reset that and get rid of that film grain. Now we can start working on some of our edits. I'm going to go to Essentials and into our Enhance AI. And I'm going to start by bringing up that Accent AI a little bit further. And you'll see that's making those highlights come down a little bit, opening up the shadows a little bit more. And then let's take a little bit of Sky Enhancer AI, bring that up even further, and just bring out some of that definition in the sky. You can see how that's taking away some of these highlights over here and just bringing in more detail. Hello, Tom. Hello, Kevin. Glad you guys are able to join us today. All right, so I'm really liking where this is going. Before we go too much further, let's do a minor correction to our composition. I'm going to go to Composition AI and click on the button to get Luminar's impression of what this crop should be. I actually really like what it suggested. Not only is the crop itself pleasant, but it also cut off some of the brightest pixels over here on the right. And it also cut off this bottom left corner where, I'm not sure if you noticed, there was a bit of a sun flare. So this actually balances things out really nice. And if you feel like you want to do it, you can always adjust this back and forth. You can change your aspect ratio and all of those things. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and hit return on my keyboard to commit that crop. And let's go ahead and make one final small change. I'm going to go to Landscape and go down to Golden Hour. Because this is such a gorgeous landscape, let's bring up that golden hour to really accentuate that warmth of that light coming across the countryside. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring that up until I get an effect I like here. There we go. You can see it starting to kind of fold there across the countryside, and it just brightens that light up a little bit and gives it a little bit more character. Now you can always, if you feel like it's still a little too bright, you can go up to the Light tool. We can pull back on our highlights a little bit more. You see how that darkens down this area a little bit more, and I really like that. And honestly, I don't think I would do anything else with that. Bill, good to see you. You have a question. He says, will there be an explanation of what each template does, such as add noise, enhance color, etc.? You know, I'm not sure, but that's something that might be very helpful to have in our user guide. I'll talk to our team and see if that's going to be included, or if we can have that resource available somewhere. I understand that clicking through all of those can be a little time consuming, and that's why when I do this, I will typically start here at the top in the ones that are labeled for this photo. But having descriptions, I can see that being super helpful. So another thing you guys might have noticed is that I'm working on a Mac. And while I have not yet upgraded to Big Sur personally, I can give you the great news that as of this morning, Big Sur is now fully supported on Luminar 4 and Aurora HDR. So that is huge, and I know a lot of you will be happy to hear that. So if you haven't already, it's now safe to go ahead and update those two applications. If you have gone ahead and already gone to Big Sur and you had problems, you can now open those applications, Luminar 4 and Aurora HDR, and run the updates. And then that should get you back up and running smoothly. If you run into any problems, email us at support@skylum.com so we can look into those and see if there's anything else that needs to be attended to. With that, I'm going to go ahead and pop over here. I want to say hello to Russ and to Arif. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. Let's take a look back at our image here for a moment, and let me just show you again the before and the after. It's a very quick and easy edit, but so very powerful and brought out that beautiful mood of this image. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and peek back over here at the comments, see if there's any other questions for me. And if not, I'll go ahead and wrap it up for the day. I'm glad you all were able to join me, and I hope to see you next time. Vanelli will be with you tomorrow, and then on Friday you'll have both of us for a really fun Q&A session. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.